Okay, we should be live, guys. Thank you very much for joining me, Eavy Wood, of course, for gracing us, mate, with your wonderful presence and hobby skills tonight. And of course, Jonny Watson Gaming. How you going, mate?
Yeah, good, man. Good.
Good to see you both here. And thank you very much for joining us. I hope people will start streaming in and into the comments and joining us today. So I stuffed up the time. I thought it was 8 p.m. GMT time. Of course, it's 10 p.m. as Eavy reminded me, because I think maybe your clocks have gone forward again or something now. I can't keep up with it all. So, but if it's late for you guys, sorry about that. I apologize. It's 6 o'clock here in the morning here in Japan, and it's 10 p.m. there over there where you guys are.
That's it. It is, mate. Yeah.
So if we can go, is maybe an hour good for you guys today?
Yeah, I mean, I might be able to do sort of.
And I think I was busy one of the weekends or something like that. And so I said, oh, well, would you like to come along, Eavy, for the next month? Okay, yeah, no problem. So thanks, Eavy, for agreeing with that, mate, and wanting to come on, my friend, because I think a lot of people will be happy to see you and happy to hear what you have to say today, mate. As we talk about, well, whatever they want to talk about, really. And what do you guys want to discuss?
If people want to chuck questions my way, that's always good for that. If we could avoid the usual, what's your favorite, what's this, that, and the other, that'd be even better. You know, yeah.
Okay, well, let's do that. Let's do some hobby, because I know we'll go around the room and see what we're working on. I do have a presentation I want to make today of our patrons and what they're working on in our hobby hangovers. I have a bit of a hangover today, so if I look quite disheveled, unshaved, unwashed, and it looks like I've had about 5 hours sleep, that's because I just did 80 before. I think I passed out here last night.
Did you?
Because I got home, I had a long drive, went to see a good friend yesterday, Max. I filmed a wonderful Warhammer battle report yesterday with him and Nick playing a game. Looked beautiful too, because I've got David's Empire army in it and everything like that, and Max's beautiful looking Beastman army. And it was quite a long drive, so I drove there and back with the family. And we got home about just after 7, and then I sort of just crashed here. I got all the stuff out, put everything away, and then I sat down here and I turned on the computer to send Eavy and you guys the link for today. And I watched the video and I heard someone say, oh, the Premier League started. I thought, oh, great, I'll go and watch that. So I turned on that, the match of the day, and sat here with a couple of beers and something to eat, a snack. And I think I must have just literally passed out. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, and then, I don't know what time it was. I just walked in next door, crashed there, luckily set my alarm, woke up this morning, and that's why I feel like absolute shit today, because it's, I really feel like a zombie. So I don't know if I'm going to get any painting done today, but you guys have to hold up that hobby mantle for me, guys. But thanks everybody who's coming in. We've got Matt W, of course, one of our patrons and good friend here. TriStat for a bit hungover and had a few of the too many as well. Okay, so but that's usual. That's a usual, Matt, I think. So Sci-Fi's here, good on you, mate. And Dwarf Mustache, there's Tom as well. As we've got Jacobo88, good to see you, mate. He's happy to see 80s here. And Emperor Jim's here as well, another patron, and Epic Fanatic. He's completed something pretty momentous today, I saw on Facebook. So
was that the squat army? Squat thing? Yeah. I saw that too. Really nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
Really nice.
Yeah, really cool. I haven't had a chance to comment on it yet, mate, but it looks really impressive so far.
No, me neither, but I will do. Yeah, absolutely.
We've got Dale from Painting Outlaw Studios. Hey, Dale, how you going, mate? And Gordon from Life or Die. So we've got quite a few YouTubers here to say hello.
You all right, guys?
Broad Chris is here as well. Okay. All clubbing teenage me would not believe this. Outstanding. So there you go, mate. You got some fans coming in through here, 80 to I hope to interact. So like 80 said,
reach of eBay, and so they've been pre-assembled, and I mean they're kind of monos with an extra arm that kind of makes them look slightly more 3D. But I actually like these guys. Oh yeah, and the heads are protected as well. And so I've got these, but the one thing, although they're all assembled, the one thing they need is the mold lines cleaning up and then gluing to bases. And so that's going to be my job for the evening. To get them. I went to drill out the gun barrel. I'm going to be doing that. What are you working on, Johnny?
I'm working on my War Master. Got a load of goblins at the moment.
Oh, nice.
Hence the little magnifying glass. Can't see them very well. I'm getting old, obviously. But it makes a big difference, actually. Yeah. Using the magnifying glass, mate. I can really see the detail on these small miniatures. They're misleaded.
Yeah, you can literally see.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm just trying to crack on them. I'm trying to get them off my desk. That is the plan. Anyway.
The glasses are coming off because I can't do anything close up without taking my glasses off. So, oh God, it's been like that for a long time. Right.
So, Adi, you're getting into 40k then a little bit more. I see.
I really didn't expect it, but what happened was I was, because I'd done so much epic stuff, and I kind of hit a little bit of a lull.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, I really ought to paint up my copy of Space Hulk because I got all the miniatures and stuff for it, and I thought I should really paint this up because I'd love to play some Space Hulk, but I really want the models to be all painted up. So
yeah,
started off with those, and started to get back into the flow of painting like 28mm stuff again. And then a little while back now, just after I was working on because I went through a stage where I just seemed to be painting Terminators all the time, and I kind of thought I might want to do some, because I found a plastic bag with about 10 Orc boys in, and I thought, you know what, I should really strip these off and then paint them using contrast paints.
Yeah,
I'm always trying to see what you can do, what you can do with contrast paints and how well they work, and across 28mm stuff. And I thought to myself, okay, let's have a go with these orcs, strip them off and then paint them up, and they look great. Brilliant. Really nice. So I'm pleased about that. And I thought to myself, well, initially I thought I could put together a really like a Gorkamorka mob. I thought that would be a cool thing to do. And then while I was thinking about that, I thought, well, why not put together a 40k in 40 minutes, 400 point force?
Yeah,
because that way I've got enough stuff to do Gorkamorka, but then I've also got something I could like play small games of 40k with, because they were always my favourite. When back like when I used to play Jake Thornton in a lunch hour, and we used to play 400 point games of second edition, and they were just, you could play it through in a lunchtime, and the rules really worked at that kind of level, and which is basically what you see in Necromunda,
yeah,
and Gore crossbows to a certain extent as well. So mostly doing that just recently. I have done some epic stuff because Josh sent me some epic things over, which I painted up.
Brilliant.
And I'm supposed to be getting something through from Lennon Midnight of what's his thing called? Old Grumpy Wolf.
Grumpy Old Wolf, isn't it?
That's it. That's the one. And he sent me he sent me a box of Titan Legion, just the buildings and all the card components, none of the plastic models. But he's sending that to me, and a few other things he's thrown in there as well. And I'm quite looking forward to seeing what he's going to be sending me. But yeah, at the moment, and I've been mostly painting up 40k stuff, which has been great to get back into it again after what seems like forever.
Yeah, we're all surprised too, mate.
I bet there's going to be a few people happy to see you getting back into 40k.
Well, maybe. I mean, it's. I never actually thought I'd ever play it again. Really, I suppose. I just, or if I did, what I might have done was actually got a completely different army, like maybe a demon army or something like that, something totally off the wall and different.
Yeah.
And but as it's actually worked out, I've ended up painting up Terminators and Gene Stealers, now painting a Cork. So
are we going to be seeing some of your conversions again on the Dreadnoughts? And
well, I might do. I mean, I don't know at the moment because it depends what I end up collecting, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think you've got to collect whatever gives you the bug, whatever.
Oh, absolutely.
What are you enjoying?
You are absolutely right there. But I mean, as I might have mentioned before, it's very much a case of with Epic, I haven't done much converting at all because I haven't needed to. But and the good thing these days is you can get so many great models for orcs. I mean, there was a time when you hardly got it. You had to literally convert up everything in order to get any kind of army together. But I mean, these days you can get a lot better. You get a box of plastic orcs, and you actually get knobs and guys with heavy weapons and all that kind of stuff, which was you were always having to convert stuff like that back in the day. But no, it's nice. It's nice not to have to worry about it. I mean, it's been like that for a while now, but
absolutely.
What have you been on with recently?
Me?
Yeah.
What, paint wise?
Well, anything. I mean, games.
Yeah. Well, I'm stuck on this on my Warmaster stuff at the moment, AD. I've got a little project I want finishing, and I can't do any videos on it until I've painted it all. So I've got a lot to do. I'm painting a lot of goblins at the moment, which are a pain in the arse because there's loads of them and they're little.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm currently doing that, and then I need to fall back onto my Warhammer orcs. I've got a unit of about 24 orcs sitting in front of me. You can't see them; they're just out of shot. They're here. They're sort of all been base coloured, and they're staring at me to be done, and I keep putting them off. So that's the next thing after the Warmaster. But I've got to try and keep to a project. I'm terrible at flitting around. I always start something, then I'm like, oh, I'll watch like one of you guys paint something. I start, oh, actually, I want to paint that now.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to like, I'll stick to one. I'm just trying to be focused, stick to one. I'm not getting loads of time at the moment to get a lot of painting done. So when I do, just stick to that, and then hopefully get that project finished, move on. That's the plan. Absolutely, yes. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing at the moment, AD. Just sort of, but I mean, I've got loads of things to do. To be honest with you, there's loads of projects to get done. I've got a gargant sitting here ready to be painted. You can't see me, it's black, but so I've also got Epic on the table as well. I've actually got Army in front of me as well, which I was going to do, but I've not even touched that yet. And then I'm thinking about going back to my Howling Griffins. I've still got to paint the Land Raider for them. That needs to be stripped, and there's loads of work to be done on that. So I've got loads of things to do. It's just finding the time.
Yeah, well, it's better than that way. That sounds good.
Yeah, what I haven't had to do is buy loads of stuff hobby-wise. I've not spent any money on it because I've just got everything I need at the moment. I've got way too much.
Mm-hmm. Have you watched the podcast with Andy C and Jervis yet?
Which?
The one that's just come up.
That's on Patreon, but I don't think Johnny's a patron.
So
patron.
I don't pay to pay.
Yeah. Okay, so what Eddie's talking about is the latest podcast with Jervis and Andy.
Nice.
So I will just screen share that if people want to see it. If they don't believe it, then I'll definitely screen share that one. I've got a couple of things to show you guys anyway as we do this. But yeah, this is the podcast, Epic Podcast with Jervis and Andy. Jervis and Andy graciously accepted our invitation to come on to the Crown of Command podcast to talk with John Webb. John Webb sort of led this interview this time, and Matthias Hedstrom is our man from Sweden, sort of doing the administration, managing sort of the stream and everything. If you like, I wasn't there. It was my wife's birthday, and
was it heavily Epic led?
Yeah, it's basically about Epic Titan Legions and the development of Epic, and I think John sort of took a more of a he wanted a deep dive, if you like, the philosophy behind Epic and why it changed from second edition to third edition.
Calling them out, yeah.
No, not really, but just talking about the design, more about the design philosophies behind Epic and how that sort of changed, and then he's going to go into third edition and fourth edition Epic in other interviews in the future as well. So it's going to be like an ongoing series with talking to the guys about that. So I was really happy to see Jervis on there, and that he could come along and talk to Andy, as they're both really good friends and obviously partners and in design during those development of those particular games. That should be coming out sometime this week. So, but if you're a paid patron, you can access this video. It's an actual video. This one here.
Do that.
It's on here.
We have 3.
And then you can see that, just hear the audio version through the week.
Perfect. Good. That could be something to listen to while I drive to work, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So
really, really good.
Now, and John's got a great knowledge of Epic, hasn't he? He knows it pretty well.
Yes, he does. Yeah, that's why I'd rather have him do it. And you probably haven't heard my voice so much on the podcast anymore, which I'm really happy about, because you got other people's voices who know a lot more than I do about stuff. I'm just this crazy guy who's managing and editing all this stuff, and I'll get all the other guys who know a lot more about this stuff than I do, like Dave Gilson with the Warhammer deep dives, and you've got all the other guys contributing towards that, Matthias and everybody else. They know a lot more about that than I do. I just like to paint the pretty figures. That's all. And roll terribly in battle reports, and so I'm quite happy just to sit back and have those guys do that for me. But I did do an interview this week with Dread Paints. That's Mick over in Nottingham on the Dread Paints YouTube channel, which I discovered he had a YouTube channel, and it's all about 5th edition Warhammer. So I really enjoyed talking to him. So that'll be out at some point in the future. Mick's a really nice guy. So I was really glad to have a chance to chat with him about Warhammer.
Nice.
So even if you're not on the podcast, Josh, please add your outtakes at the end. They are brilliant. That's me swearing and that sort of stuff at the end.
Well, that's always,
yeah.
Oh, that's the best
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh shit, mate! Oh shit! Stand the crows! Oh shit!
Here's the thing. Is there a video or an article or anything that like that explains the differences between the different editions of Warhammer that you know of?
I'm sure someone's done something, but maybe not into like the nth degree as to what has definitely changed. I don't know. Is the answer?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because they're quite often. It's like depending on the editions, it's like sometimes very sort of intricate changes, and then suddenly, you know, maybe from like a 5th to 6th, then there's the massive changes. So it's, you know, it depends on what editions they are, isn't it? And
Yeah, well, it was the case with is that some editions could be quite radical than others. It was, you know, you could argue it was hardly a change at all.
yeah, exactly. And sometimes they brought back rules that they got rid of, and stuff like that. So yeah, that'd be interesting. I mean, you need to be quite knowledgeable to be able to do that, I suppose. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Well, no,
It's me out then.
Yeah.
Rules me out completely. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I've enjoyed the guys doing that because it's out of their own volition that they're doing these things. It's not me saying, hey, you know, go out and make some content. It's like, hey, I've got this idea. Would you want this on the podcast? And it's like, yeah, that'd be absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Because sometimes it's kind of a struggle to find people to interview or to have or to get ideas like that. And it makes sense because they're all on the same continent. So their times, I'd much rather them organise it themselves around the times they can do it. So if it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, I think that's what the initial time they proposed to do the interview at. And I said, well, I definitely can't make that one, but you know the other guys can do it.
Yeah.
So, and the other guys really enjoy it because they get to chat with these they're sort of, you know, idols of the 90s, you know, the White Dwarf magazines, and gets all starstruck and that kind of thing, which is nice, you know.
Absolutely.
So kind of making their dreams come true at the same time. And we do hope to have, I haven't given up hope, we hope to have Rick Priestley on at some point because Jervis said you should get Rick on to talk about Epic in more detail because he's kind of the main architect behind Epic Space Marine. And he was kind of the lead designer and just left sort of design instructions for the other guys to follow during development. So yeah, it'd be love to have Rick on to talk about that because I always enjoy listening to Rick talking about anything or that kind of stuff, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, that would be good to get Rick on.
Yeah,
definitely. Sci-fi says no trash talk between Jonny and Eavy about their epic battle. They are gentlemen.
Well,
no, don't worry. I need revenge on Eavy. Actually, I need to find time to organise another game if he's up for it.
Oh, absolutely! I've been waiting for you to say, "Come on."
Yeah, no. In all honesty, mate, I've had it's been crazy my side. I've just moved. I've just changed jobs and stuff like that. And
oh right, Okay.
But once things settle down, I want to definitely want to rematch. I think I've got you next time. I know what I've got to do.
Well, you did get when we played this. When we played our second game, you did get me.
Yeah, I did. True. No one saw that though.
Oh yeah,
I didn't film that one. But honest, I did beat him, guys. I beat him on the second game, which obviously was a better game.
Oh well,
Yeah.
enjoyed it anyway. I mean, it was great. I don't care if I win a
No.
win or lose something. It's funny. I did one with a month or so back. I got a guy called Nick Lott, who I think it's Lott, who lives who lives in Manchester. He came over, and we had a game, and he had a chaos force. I've never played chaos. I mean, I've played chaos. I've fielded a chaos army before, and played and won a battle report with one, but I'd not actually fought against one before. So it really took me by surprise. Actually, he managed to really do me over.
What point site? What level? What points did you play?
I think it was 3,000.
Oh, so yeah, nice big one then.
It was and yeah, so it was good. I mean, he had a Bane Lord and what's the Khorne Titan called? The Epic Khorne Titan.
There's the Bane Lord.
Oh, that's the Bane. Oh,
that's the Bane Lord.
What's the little one?
The
Great Demon.
God, I can't remember now.
Something.
Lord of Battles. That's it. Lord of Battles.
Yeah. So we had two.
So quiz now. It's a pub quiz.
we had. Oh, I'm terrible at remembering names and stuff. So we had two of those, and then a load of flesh hounds, and the flesh hounds were right buggers because they were so quick. And of course, what happens is when they charge in, you can't shoot.
Oh, right.
So why not?
Because they got fear or something, haven't they?
Yeah, that's right. Fear thing. So you can't shoot at them. So my devastators were just totally screwed, and it was like, oh well, that's them all dead then. Oh, bye. And it was, but the funny part was then using my leftover rhinos from that company. I was then using those to whittle down these dogs, and that was quite fun. Because it was literally just ganging upon these dogs and whittling them down.
Yeah.
But no, it was brilliant. But it was, like I said, it was the first time I'd ever used mole mortars actually, and they were great.
Yeah.
Because of course you can stick them in a building. And so, which means that they've got really good line of sight, which means on whatever's out there, means you can drop you can kind of drop your barrages in quite quite precisely. But I realised that I needed a lot more artillery stuff.
Mole mortars, they're a squat. Imperial can take them as well, then, can they?
Yeah, Imperial can too. The squats take them in units of 5s, whereas Imperials take them in units of 3s.
Right.
What the squat ones will have much better barrage points. So they can have 5 barrage points, which will make their hitting a lot better.
Right. Okay.
Because the Imperial ones hit on, I think it's 5s and 6s, whereas the squat ones hit. I think they hit on 4s. Hit on 4s. But But no, it was a great game, and he's a lovely guy. I mean, like, you know, we
that's good, mate.
spent half the time chatting about, like, you know, about gaming and about, you know, stuff I'd done at White Dwarf and all this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it was a great day.
Where did you go to the gaming shop, or did you just do it around yours?
Just round at mine.
Nice.
I mean, literally, just recently, I've discovered that there's a gaming club literally around the corner from where I live.
Yeah,
which has been a complete surprise. What happened was I volunteer in an Age UK bookshop on a Friday morning, and I just happened to be chatting to one of the other staff there, and I was chatting about, you know, working at Games Workshop, and this guy called Kieran approached me and just said, "Excuse me, are you Adrian Wood?" And I said, "Yeah, I am." And he said, "You know, so I know you from White Dwarf and everything." And we got chatting, and he mentioned that he got the club, and I just thought, you mean I hadn't known about, you know, you've been around the corner for the last, like, 3 or 4 years, and I've not been aware of this club, which was like, I thought, oh, God, great. But actually, went round on last Wednesday, and it's very, very vibrant, great atmosphere.
Good.
Really, really nice chaps. I had my first game of Man of War, which I really enjoyed. It was like all these boarding actions and sinking ships and all this kind of thing. Very different from anything I've played, and and it was good, really, really good fun. So I might see if I can put a couple of fleets together at some point.
Nice.
Did Cameron get in touch with you about that, mate?
Yeah, he did. What he said was something along the lines of that he could do stuff for me, but postage would be about $30. It's quite expensive. But I've been talking to Kieran, who runs the club, and he wants to get some more stuff, and he's been looking on, I think it's Etsy or something like that, and he said he found a load of stuff on there that looks really good. There are guys in the club who have 3D printers, and he was saying that if he just bought the files off of Etsy, he could get ask these guys to print stuff off for us.
Yeah, there's some good third-party boats now. You don't have to get the old stuff, because the old stuff is expensive.
I mean, and the nice thing is a lot of it looks really, really close to what I mean. It's not identical, but it looks very close to what Games Workshop was putting out. So that kind of, you know, hopefully it will save a bit of money. I mean, the stuff that Cameron's got looks great, and everything, but it's just I haven't got the money to chuck around on stuff at the moment. Really, I have to be quite careful.
Yeah, I get that.
You know, like everyone does, you know, everyone has to be. But so quite pleased about that, and I'm hoping that that this week I'll be able to take my copy of Space Hulk over, and because I think Kieran's played Space Hulk once, and I thought, well, I think you could do it, having another go at that. So take that along, should be good, and see if I can generate some interest in playing that game as well. So that'll be quite good.
Nice, mate. Yeah, I'm really happy you got that club, mate. I'm really happy you told me that, because I think that's just all you need. You just need those guys, that can either show you games to play that you can get involved with, or you show them games that they can get involved with, and then you're right. Then you've got a place where you can go and connections you can make to have you gaming more regularly and doing that sort of stuff, mate. So it's really I'm really happy for you in that regard.
Yeah, that's worked out really well.
Now, Jonny, you went to bring out your lead.
Yes,
last weekend, didn't you, mate?
I did. Loved it's a fantastic event. Honestly, it's the first time I've ever been, and unfortunately, I could only go for, I'd say, 3/4 of the day on the Friday. But my God, I mean, first time going to Foundry, and you see, you're showing it now. The miniatures they're outstanding. The old miniatures. They're basically I think they're the collection that Ansel got from the buyout, isn't it? Right. So all the miniatures from probably sort of 1990 backwards, and there's loads of miniatures there that you just know from all the White Dwarfs. It's fantastic. Yeah. But in terms of like the atmosphere is amazing. Everyone's really friendly. Everyone's just having a laugh and just want to play games, talk about games. Lots going on. Honestly, I can't recommend it enough. If you're into our hobby and the niche side of like the nostalgia hobby, this is like the mecca. It is fantastic. I was just sad that I couldn't stay long enough to really get my teeth into it, if I'm honest with you. But like I say, I got a chance just to have a little walk around, did a little video of what was going on, just to give you guys a feel for what it's like there, because I think more people should know about it in that respect. So I know there's a community that might want to keep it to the old guard, but at the same time, it's too good to not share. I think, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm hoping next year, Josh, if we can get you down there, and I'm hoping that I can get there as well for the 3 days and play as much games as possible. Definitely, I'm actually thinking to myself, why haven't I been going before? What have I been doing?
Yeah, that's it, mate. Why have you guys been going, mate? Bloody hell, you live not so far away. So,
I know, it's mad. It's mad.
Crazy, mate, crazy. So, yeah, mate, you're missing out on one of the greatest events of the entire year.
Absolutely. No, it was really good. And actually, what you don't see on this video here is they have all the amenities. So they have like a little cafe set up, so you can buy food, hot food, cold food, cordial drinks, beers, alcohol. There's all that set up there as well. So you don't have to bring anything. You just have to bring yourself and your miniatures and whatnot.
Look at those, mate.
Yes.
Oh, mate, this is the heaven spot. This one here, the advanced Hero Quest.
Yeah. I slowed down. I thought you might like them, so I slowed down. But
it's amazing. It's amazing.
Really nice. I mean, we were standing. It's hard to explain, but there's another shelf where there's even more miniatures. And there's almost like a section just dedicated to Mike McVeigh.
Cool.
And when you're looking at them, you can understand why Mike McVeigh was seen as the best, or at least then, because they're just stunning. Like the colours, even now those colours are vibrant, and the blends and the edge highlighting.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. There's a whole shelf pretty much of his Eldar that he's painted.
Nice. Yeah.
And they're just insane.
Yeah, this would be the highlight of my trip, mate, going to see that.
Yeah.
Even though I did see it in the 90s when I worked at the studio, and I was always up there looking at all the miniatures and stuff like that, but I can't remember that now. It's a haze now, but going there now and seeing it and taking video of it, of course, like you've done here, would be really, really lovely to do. So,
honestly, you would be. I mean, I did this quickly, to be honest with you. I think you'd be there for hours. Probably one of your days where you should be spending looking at this. because you could. There's
Yeah.
there's hundreds and hundreds of miniatures. Because this was just
Yeah.
one shelf. There's next to me there was another shelf full of them as well. So I didn't even get. This is a lot of the Mike McVeigh stuff just there, just going
Yeah,
past.
beautiful, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. Honestly, I can't. If you've got the means to get there.
Yep. Absolutely. Okay, well, you can watch it on Johnny Watson's channel now, guys. So head over to Johnny Watson Gaming's YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button as well. Give him a like, give him a comment. Yeah, because it's a really, really good video. It's one of my favorites. I've watched it now 3 or 4 times now, Johnny. So I really
it's just the
enjoyed
miniatures, isn't it? I mean, I don't do anything. I'm just showing some miniatures. So, yeah.
But seeing Timothy there was great too, and your mate, is it Scruffy Crow?
Scruffy Crow, yeah, James from Scruffy
Right.
Crow. So
James.
some of you guys in the chat might know him. He's got a fantastic channel actually. So yeah, go, if you get a chance to pop over and see Scruffy Crow's channel.
I just subbed him, so I'll go and watch his videos. I haven't watched all of his videos yet, but I subbed his channel so I can keep in touch with what he's doing. But
please do.
Yeah, but he seems like a very nice guy, and
he's lovely.
Yeah,
he's great. He's a great hobbyist. So if you want to learn how to do something a bit obscure, he'll show you. Yeah. Oh, and Timothy, Timothy, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, I did. I had it in my head. He was German when I first picked him up.
You called him. Was it not Tarkin? But I think you called him Tarkin. Not Tarkin.
Turkin, I think I said.
Turkin. That's it. Turkin from Germany.
I got it all wrong. I had a bit of the old Josh jitters.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, you did what I'm doing. You should. I'm a bad influence on you, mate. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, he was
impronounceables, unrememberables have just rubbed off on you, I think now. So,
but what a guy! Timothy's lovely.
Timmy's an awesome guy.
We hit it off straight away as soon as he got in the car. You know, obviously I'd never met the guy apart from chats on here and on the Discord, of course.
Yes.
And he was absolutely beautiful guy. Just loads of things to talk about straight away. It was so good. And I obviously met a few of the other guys there. I didn't get enough time to really sit down and talk to everyone though, which was annoying because I think there's a few people that turned up when I left as well that we know. Which is a shame, but that's how it goes.
You've had all those years, mate. You've had over 10 years to get to bring out your lead, so now you've finally done it. Now you know you've been missing on.
I'm glad I did go whilst it's at the foundry where it is now. I'm hoping it's still there next year.
Me too.
Because what they don't shout about either, it's actually on a really historical site. It's on the site of the last last battle of the War of the Roses. Everyone thinks that Bosworth was the last battle, but it weren't. There was actually another battle. What do they call it? The Battle of blimey, can't remember what it's called now. I should know. I already read the thing. Maybe someone in the chat might throw it in
Newark?
there.
Is it the Battle of Newark? Is it?
No, it's not the Battle of Newark. It's not called that. That would be too easy. Stokefield. Yeah, it might be. It might. Yes, I think it's
Stokefield. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was a battle between Henry VII, who had just been crowned king, but there was an uprising from the Yorkists. You see, and that was the last battle. So he had to quash him. So it's actually a really historical site. So they don't really make much of that, and I think they probably should. So yeah, it's really interesting place just in general. And someone mentioned it. I don't know whether it's something I was watching or listening to, but the courtyard is almost like the courtyard from like Waterloo. If you imagine the farmhouses at Waterloo, it almost feels like that as you go in. It's a real nice setting.
Yeah.
So
fingers crossed, mate. They won't have moved, and we can celebrate, bring out lead. Hopefully, 80 will be there with us next year. That's his intention to be there, and we're going to play Epic Space Marine on one of those days. We're going to have a big epic battle. So hopefully you can join us, Jonny, and we can with Jim as well, and a few of the other guys from our Patreon or community here want to rock up and play their big titans on the day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, mate. So it's going to be hopefully one big battle of Warhammer. So I've got my Chronicles of War book here. And so if you're familiar with this wonderful tome of battle reports of what this is 80s era too. This is 4th edition. So when 80 was working.
I'll bring my Orcs and Goblins for that if that's all right, Josh.
Yeah, that's right. What we're going to do, we're going to try to organize so that everyone brings a little bit of everything, and then we can all together put together this battle report, which 80 was part of. 80 was one of the commanders. Here he is.
Which one's that? Which
80,
one's that?
one of the Empire generals with Mike McVeigh as your.
I remember that battle.
And Robin Hughes. So it's basically the entire studio collection of Empire models plus personal collections of other bits and pieces, equating to 12,000 points.
Josh, you'd have to do a write up as well and do it for the maybe the fanzine.
Herohammer Fanzine.
That'd be amazing. That would be amazing.
So Nick, my friend Nick, that I painted the Wood Elf army for, he's going to come and we're going to get the chariot, and I've got the hero on the eagle here that I need to do the conversion for, and we've got Dave Gilson and his brother with a load of Empire stuff, and we'll get other people to bring their stuff. I think maybe Matthias can come as well with his Empire stuff if he can come along. So basically, everyone's going to contribute to bring their models, and they can play on the day. And for the Orc and Goblins, and you'll have yourself there, Jonny, bring some goblins.
Yep, absolutely.
And myself, I'll bring some goblins myself. And again, it'll be the same thing. So we'll have another, a load of people bringing a piece of their miniature history to the tabletop, and together we'll just roll dice. I don't think we'll fit around the table. Probably be like 10 people aside or something like that. It'll be the biggest table in Boyle. But that's kind of the dream kind of thing we want to do for the Crown of Command community, or the Bedroom Battlefields community too, or whoever, who wants to rock up and play. So that's what we're trying to organize for Warhammer. And then for Epic, we'll do something kind of similar where we have a group of people together on either side, and maybe it might be Chaos versus Marines or something like that, or whatever.
Yeah.
And we'll do something very similar. And on the third day, I'm not really sure.
Maybe some small games like Hero Questy type things, or just Man of War
or Space Hulk or something like that.
Yeah, Space Hulk. Maybe 80 wants to bring Space Hulk and run Space Hulk games. I was thinking about taking Advanced Hero Quest along because it is an old Hammer event. Bring out your lead. So I think it'd be nice to reminisce about a game from that kind of era. So yeah, we'll see, mate. We'll see. But yeah, that's kind of the feelings and thinkings about what we're going to do, and hopefully I can meet as many people there as possible. So
yeah, I mean, when I was there was definitely people playing later editions of stuff, because there's a few people who had their 8th edition rule books out and stuff. So it's not. It's not just you got to go there play 3rd edition.
No.
It is very have a table, play whatever you want to play, and people come and watch and talk to you, and that it's very relaxed.
Now I'm currently getting my orcs painted up for the Sustained Fire event, because I'm going to Australia at the end of September, and now I've got some orcs I'm working on for that, some Death Skull Looters, which I need to paint anyway because I want to do that Storm of Vengeance campaign eventually for the channel with Paul. So Paul's just waiting for me to get the minis painted, so it's a good opportunity to do this now.
Absolutely. Yeah, I need to. Oh, yeah. What am I doing? A bit of 2nd edition 40k again as well.
Well, yeah, you can go to see 80 and play second edition against these orcs, mate, with your Howling Griffins.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. They need to be. I'm supposed to be. Rich is trying to get me down to.
The
for it as well. Yeah.
For is it assault? Something assault? Bunker assault.
Bunker assault. Yeah. Thing is, I've not played second edition since I was a kid, so I don't know. I don't really know the rules, if I'm all honest. Yeah, I couldn't. I'd have to. And I'm not someone who could just read the rules and be like, "Oh yeah, that's how that works." I need to play it. I suppose that's the best thing. Just go and play and muddle my way through it.
Now we've got your article we're working on too now, Jonny, for your Howling Griffins. Now that I thought about it, and as 80's on with us today, we're going to talk about the Herohammer Fanzine, because the Herohammer Fanzine is a fan made in the style of the early White Dwarves. So think about this kind of era, like Robin Dew's era. Okay, so it's sort of formatted and stylized in the classic kind of White Dwarves you saw of yesteryear, this kind of thing, right? And 80 very generously donated his time to an article. So I'm going to show you here. This is it, Space Marine, The Mailed Fist by Adrian Wood. And it's all about him to 80's perspective. Well, 80, you can talk about the article, mate, in brief if you like, instead of me bubbling through it. Can you remember?
I can remember it. What it probably was because I think you asked me to write some kind of broad tactic article or something, and I think what I pitched it much more was my own personal approach to it, and oh gosh, I honestly can't remember. I'd have to reread it really. I certainly can't read it from here. Yes.
No, that's fine, mate. That's okay. It was a while ago, and we've sort of now slowly getting through the wonderful submissions we've had from people to do the Herohammer Fanzine, because a lot of people are really keen to see this back, and me and Angel are very keen to get it back too. So we're happy to release this first. So 80's articles first. We've released now 3, and 80's is going to be the 4th one, and slowly but surely we'll have enough to make the 4th issue of the fanzine. But for now, you can access these completely for free, as it is a completely free fanzine. You can access it for free either on my Patreon, or you can go to our Discord and access the PDFs and download them from there at the Crown of Command Discord. Links will be in the show notes, so go down there, guys, and check that out. But yeah, stay tuned for that, because I will show you bits and pieces as we go along. But yeah, go and check out the fanzine, because some really good stuff in there. And I think 80 really wants to show you that you can run companies of Imperial Guard in this particular article, rather than support cards or Titans.
Oh yes,
to make a really formidable kind of force. Yeah,
that would be my take. I mean, that's my general take on most epic armies, is that I would always emphasize building an army using companies first. So literally have as many companies as you can, and then any points you have left over, you use your support cards just to kind of fill it out. I mean, obviously, if you're playing with if you're playing with a chaos army, it's a different approach again, because what you have to do is your company is your greater demon card, and then you have to add support cards to that army in order for that to work. It's a different approach with that. But mostly for the Imperial Guard, the Space Marines, and the squads, and the Eldar, actually, using company cards to build as the mainstay of building your armies up. They're the main kind of armies that you would use that approach with, and just to a lesser extent with the orcs, actually. I mean, although you tend to use support cards with the orcs to make their break points much higher and stuff. So there's a different, with the orcs, it's a different approach again, really.
Yeah. No, I think once you start talking about it, I thought, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because companies are really hard to break down for victory points. So it does make sense to do it that. But like you say, different armies, different organization structure. So it depends on what army you're taking. But for this one, it's primarily AD's favorite epic army, and the first epic army I think he did was Imperial Guard. So talking a lot about that.
So, Josh, when do you have envisage a date that the new one will be out, or are you still sort of all work in progress?
Because I'm really relying on Angel, which will be there, which will be at Bring Out Your Lead. He'll be coming to Bring Out Your Lead next year. He confirmed that, so it'll be really nice. And I hope that when he comes next year, we'll have some printed copies we can organize before of the issue 4 to bring on the day, or to have somewhere where we can find a place where we can print them out and have it accessible for people who want a printed copy. On the day. So if we can get it out before Bring Out Your Lead next year, so we've got like 12 months, I think that's more of a realistic target for us to complete it by then. So because there's an awful lot of work, and Angel's doing all the work. He's doing the design work. I just collate the stuff and send it to him, and he does the rest. So I'm really relying on him. So which reminds me again, I've got 2 other people who want to help out, and I still haven't sent them the links and stuff. So I'm going to do that today. Otherwise, Jonny, you have to punch me in the face next time you see me, because I still haven't done it yet. So I'll do that soon. All right. So let's remove this. And what I'll do, I'll add also to the stage now, while I've got it here, some slides. Yeah. If I can find it. Is it here? It's not here. Why is it not here? Okay. Let me upload a file. I thought it had it uploaded here already. It's not uploaded. It's our community shout outs. Hobby hangovers. This one should be anyway. I hope it's it, because if it isn't, then I don't know what this one is. It could be something else. Actually, I've got a feeling it's not that one. Very organized, as you can see. Let's have a look here. Should be hobby hangovers. Here we go, hobby hangovers. Okay, let's open this one. Now, these are pictures that I've selected from our patrons of stuff they're working on, and we sort of inspire each other every Friday. I shout out like an orc runt herd for all the patrons to show us pics of stuff they're working on, terrain, tables they're making, armies they're painting, miniatures they're working on, stuff they're cleaning up, preparing for things, and it's really nice to see. We'll also have a YouTube community section as well, which people have been contributing towards. So I thank you for that. And please get those pictures in, because next time we have another Splatter Natter, I would like to show those as well. So just give me a moment while that's processing and uploading here, and we can go through that. Thank you everybody who's come into the chat as well. I really appreciate that, guys, for you popping in today. I know it's a bit late than usual. But thank you very much for coming in. If you do have a question for Eavy or Jonny that you want to share with us, please do. This is the time. Okay, here we go. This is it. The Hobby Hangovers. Not in the right font. I don't know why the font has changed. Okay, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about the font. We're going to talk about stuff people are working on. So we've got 80's 40k Scorcher.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the man's right here as well.
That's it. That's right. Good timing. So the Scorcher's here. Now, you've applied some... You're a big fan of contrast paints, aren't you, Eavy?
That's right, yeah. Yeah, And in many respects, tie this in with my epic army. I decided to paint the Scorcher up in Agaros Dunes, which I've used as the main colour for actually a lot of the armies that I have in epic, to give that kind of military feel to them. And I love it. I love contrast paints. They do take a lot of. You have to be quite. When you use them, you don't just slosh the paint on. You have to kind of paint it on in quite an even way.
Yeah.
In order to, because if not, it can be quite blotchy. The two red Terminators that you see there, they were originally painted all over with Blood Angels Red, which is a contrast paint. But then the result was quite blotchy. So on the flat armor surfaces, so what I used a color called it's Evil Sun Scarlet, which was perfect for going over those flat areas and repainting them to really make them look a lot more solid, and the models look a lot better now. Really happy with how they look. But I mostly use contrast paints, and but I did use a speed paint by Army Paint called what's it called? It's a bone color, and those speed paints are really nice too. And I have a feeling that because they're a lot cheaper and they come in dropper bottles, that I'll probably convert over to the Army Paint stuff eventually, because it's just I prefer their paints and I prefer their dropper bottles. So, but I do like the whole contrast paint concept. I just think it's really nice. A really nice way to very, very quickly paint things up.
Okay, that's good, mate. Well, you've certainly got through those guys in record time. You've got all your orcs. Now, the orc flesh, what kind of contrast paints do you use for those?
The orc flesh, I think the paint is actually called that. Let me see if I can just over. Yeah. It's the orc flesh contrast paint.
Oh, it's literally called orc flesh. How handy! Yeah. Okay.
It goes on really nicely. It looks really great. And then if I don't think I did any tidying up at all on the orc skin, but something like Goblin Green would be really nice to just go in and tidy things up a bit. But no, it's perfect. Really, really nice. I think with those guys, I used black. I think it's Black Legion contrast paint to actually do the black kind of uniforms, the tunics and the trousers and all this kind of thing. But lovely stuff, and it's so nice because originally when I painted orcs before, I would spray. I would have them as individual parts. Have the arms separate and separate. Spray them up in Goblin Green, and then spray the bodies up in black. Spray the bases in leather brown, and then glue the whole thing together. And then put a wash of null oil over the top, and that was how I painted my orc armies up. In fact, I think I did 100 orcs in 24 hours once.
Jesus,
wow!
Which was great. I mean, not all in one go, but I think I spent I'd spend like a couple of hours and then another couple of hours, and then it built up. But they only took 24 hours to do 100.
Right.
And
Yeah.
And they always look great, but the contrast paints just look even better because they've got like built-in shading and highlighting and all that kind of stuff. And I love it. It's just really nice.
Yeah,
That's
looking
good,
good, mate. Looking good.
Cool.
So for these orcs, I just want to work out the method here. So you spray them all in white?
It's grey sear.
Grey sear. Okay.
Spray them over with grey sear. Then I normally work from. I normally do the like the teeth and the nails and things like that on the hands. Then I paint the orc skin, and then I paint the rest black all over. And then normally what I normally do is what I did with these is paint any metal areas like armor plates that they have on their chests, on their weapons, paint those in army painter uniform grey, and then give that a wash of Nuln oil, and really it gives a really nice non-metallic metal colour, which I really like. Since using contrast paints, I haven't used metallic paints since. I just go use the contrast paints to create non-metallic effects, and it looks great. It looks really nice.
Do they have metallics in contrast paints?
I don't think they have in contrast. They do with the speed paints.
Right.
I think with the speed paints, and maybe I'll experiment with those at some point.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I was just trying to think, because I thought, so I was thinking, okay, it must be like a light color, then you're applying the contrast over the light color, because I thought maybe they were black originally, and then you went over the arms in a different color, like a yellow or a white, and then went over with the green. So, okay, interesting process. So I'm sure people would have found that interesting listening to that, mate, and maybe they want to try a similar kind of process there.
Oh, I really recommend it. It's I've heard it described as being a beginner style of painting. It's really not. You have to be neat. It's all about choosing the right colours. Really about colour choice is really important. But it's just that if you're careful, you can achieve such a great look very, very quickly. You just have to be really, really neat.
Yeah. Okay, mate. All right, let's go on to the next one. This is Tony L with his wonderful looking orc boys here.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, they look
nice banner and everything. So,
yeah.
Brilliant. Tony, thanks, mate. Yep. And Jim Bob. Now, Jim Bob's not here, I don't think, today. That was a shame, but he showed off some lovely Empire stuff. Now, usually he showed a lot of 5th edition 40k battle reports of pictures of games he's playing with Apocalypse and stuff like that. But we didn't know that Jim secretly has a lovely looking Empire army tucked away here. So,
right.
Beautiful freehand on the barding.
I say, the freehand's brilliant. Yeah, well done.
Yep. So these are sort of like the later Perry plastics, I think, a lot of these knights. Yep. The good old pistoliers. Yeah,
he's got the goblin green bases as well.
Yeah, good stuff. So good work there, Jim. Done well, mate. And James is here. So he's showing off some epic.
Brilliant.
Now, Tzinch is the stuff he's working on now. I think he's finished all this stuff now. I think he's finished his entire Tzinchian army. But every time he mentions Tzinch or the Lord of Change, I head off down to KFC and get myself a lunch set of the chicken fillet burger from the Colonel with his secret level herbs and spices. So every time you mention that, in fact, now I really want to go to get KFC looking at this guy now.
Yeah, he's got some really nice vibrant colours there. He's done well.
Yeah. Yep. Jim always does a great job on his epic stuff. Here they are with their hands in the air like they just don't care. The pink and blue horrors. So jamming away there, jazzercising the tabletops. So we might see those at Bring Out Your Lead next year if me and Jim join forces and lock horns as Chaos Generals. I think I'll be playing Chaos if I go to play Epic.
Yeah, I mean, you forget how small those miniatures are as well. Those pictures make them look bigger than they actually are.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good job getting the detail in. Like those little eyes, I see. He's got little eyes.
He has. He's even painted the eyes, the crazy man. So we've got here now, we've got Hans Hulling, a good mate to Hans. He's building his entire tabletop for fantasy, and he's doing an amazing job with these cardstock buildings. He's trying to replicate all the studio buildings of that era, and he's made them all himself out of cardboard, cereal packets, balsa wood. They look just incredible. And he got his tree order from the UK, because you can still buy the original trees they use from K.
You can, they are really
made.
good as well.
Mate, they're brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. So he's made his own tree bases there and hills and everything, and it's involved to this, which is incredible. So it looks just like a genuine.
I wonder what block he uses to get that real nice green.
Now I asked him about the mat, because he's got a mat here, which is a Woodland Scenics mat, which is done in light green.
Yeah.
So if you want to achieve that same color, it's that color. But the flock itself, I presume it's from Woodland Scenics as well.
Yeah, I would have thought so. Yeah.
It looks like the medium green, so it looks like it's a different color. Now it could be the same color, but he's using the base green to paint them with and that's something that I've become more aware of. The more luminous the green, the more bright it will be, and the more sort of mid-tone, like woodland green you paint it, it gives that sort of more subdued color when you apply the flock. It won't be as vibrant. So, they look really nice. So I'm really happy for Hans that he's got this up and running now. And he's even built and painted one of his houses. This is how quaint and gorgeous is that, mate?
That's the one from the magazine. No, that's the one from the modelling manual.
Oh, the modelling manual. Right, gotcha.
Yep, that is, yeah.
Yep. Looks nice, isn't it? So we're happy to see this project come along. Good. And, it looks really lovely, that, eh? It's inspired me, mate. I've ordered 5 bags of Jarvis fine flock from the UK.
Good.
So to reflock my boards, my hills, make new hills, I think, as well. Rebase all my trees, make them look nice again. Make my table look great again, I think will be the motto for me. And Ted's got his little out shack thing here as well that he's doing 5th edition with the little, to see the rope that's hanging off it. Yeah, if you got the 5th edition cardboard buildings, they of course have these 3D painted wall sections. They've got like rope hanging off the wall and like a broken shackled window or door or whatever. Well, he's recreating that in 3D.
Nice.
Which is awesome. So I love that kind of stuff, and it's very inspiring to see. And it's got other people got the terrain bug to make stuff as well. So it's really nice to see these guys really getting into it and hooking into their.
That's interesting. I like the way he's used the foam for the roof.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's sort of made a really big, solid thing. I don't think the roof will come off.
No, it doesn't need to, does it? Really?
No, not especially. But yeah, I mean, some people like that modularity of the roofs coming off to put their men inside it. But then you can never see them anyway.
No.
I tend to use the Advanced Hero Quest sections, the tile sections, and you have them next to it, and you can put them on there. So it becomes a lot more neater.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Or off board or whatever. But looking really mighty fine there. He's got some other stuff he's working on.
Oh yeah.
Not to eat. It's actual marsh. So I've got Hans Hulling's name on there. Sorry, Ted. I think Ted, this is yours, not Hans. Sorry, mate. Oh God, plagiarism. And Adam of Doom with this amazing little conversion he did for Epic. I think Eavy will love this too.
Yeah.
Of Space Wolf Commander.
Oh, lovely! That's beautiful.
And can you guess what?
He's got way too much time on his hands. That free hand.
Yeah, the freehand's incredible. When I saw this wolf, this giant wolf, this Fenris wolf, do you know what that's come from? This model?
Hi,
Because
Dave.
they never made giant wolves.
No, I don't.
It's a boar, isn't it?
That's it. That's right, 80. Yeah, it's the side like the sideboars or the boars they use for the orcs.
Oh, I
safe
see. Right, yeah.
And he's converted into a giant
I know,
wolf.
because I read the caption.
Yeah, no. I thought the sneaky bugger had made it out of green stuff or something, but no, he's used a boar from the orc sprue and cut off the rider.
Right, and the horn
into a
and
giant
stuff.
wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool. It's very cool.
Really
Yep.
nice.
Yeah, sci-fi got it. A boar. That's it. Oh, here we go. There's Adam Adoon.
Oh, yeah.
Adam Adoon
The
is
eyes.
inspired too. Yeah.
Oh, look at those. That's just
Great, aren't they? So,
Lovely.
yeah, he's doing really well there with his
Brilliant.
Tzeentchian epic stuff. Very nice. And David's always got lovely photos. I love David's photos. He's got some sort of like a warmth to them and nostalgic kind of through a nostalgic lens almost. But he's working on his Ordinatus things for Imperial Guard or Space Marine for Epic.
Yeah,
So,
nice.
Very nice indeed.
Lots of Epic. It's good to see.
Yeah, loads of Epic, mate. Yeah, loads of Epic. Because I think people start doing Epic and then it inspires other people to do Epic. And
yeah,
I'm wanting to do my Epic. I'm looking over them, and right now, and they're sort of languishing over there. I need to get those started up again. And Matt, I think this is the last slide. So Matt's got his goblins, night goblins. He's working on archer by archer. He's whittling through them, and
lovely.
Yeah, looking really nice. So thanks everyone. Thanks to patrons who are plugging away, inspiring others, and keeping the hobby hangover chat filled with glorious pictures of stuff they're working on. There we go.
Stuff. I love going on and looking at what people are doing. It's just so great. Same with Discord as well. Just I get so inspired looking at what other people are doing, and because they'll have great ideas, and oh yeah, I'll steal that. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Right. No. Well, look. After me saying I'll be there for 40 minutes, you got me talking.
All right, guys. That's okay, mate. We might wrap it up soon.
Yep.
Because I know it's getting late for people.
Yeah, I'm personally gonna have to go because I've got to get up early for work. But
that's fine, mate. Look,
but I'll see you guys hopefully in the next one. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, mate, for sure.
AD, good to see you again, mate.
You too, buddy.
I'll see you in a bit, Josh. Pleasure.
Thanks, mate. Come along.
Everyone in the chat, thanks for the chats. See you later, boys. I'll see you in a bit. Sorry, I've got to shoot.
Okay. Thanks, Johnny. Take care, mate.
In a bit.
All the best, mate. All right.
Bye.
You can't get out now.
I can't get out.
We won't let him go.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, mate. Well, it's just you and me then, 80. We're going to hold up the hobby hangover Splatter Natter now, mate, with some painting and modelling and stuff. Are you okay to talk for a little bit more longer, mate?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm good.
Cool.
I'm just the guys that I've been working on. They're all cleaned up now, and I've drilled out the barrels, and I'm just gluing them onto bases now. So
right, okay, mate.
And that job is done. And a quick swig.
I always thought it was a paint water there, but it's not. That's good. Thank goodness for that.
No, it's got Coke.
Yeah, good, man.
Diet Coke. It has no calories. I've been living off it.
Oh, mate. Okay, because if anybody hasn't noticed, 80's lost a lot of weight. How much weight have you lost, mate?
5.5 stone.
Yeah, so there you go. It's should be an inspiration to anybody out there if they want to lose weight, mate. What's the secret?
The secret is calorie counting. Literally calorie counting, and it really works because it's all about you lose weight if you have a calorie deficit. In other words, an adult male is supposed to have between 2,000 and 2,500 calories a day, and I've been having between 8 and 1,000.
Oh, right.
And 1,000. So I've been having half the amount of calories, and I'm quite used to it because I'm in that deficit all the time. The weight just keeps coming off. So that's the secret. It's nothing clever. But yeah, it's been a long time for me. And also Jules, my wife, my missus, my singer missus, she's lost about 2.5 stone as well.
Oh, good on her.
So it's both been good for her.
Yeah, mate. Oh, that's good to hear, mate. That's great.
Yeah.
You're doing it together. That's nice.
It is, yeah, it's good. Good for both of us.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, you can use Orcs and Space Hulk, can't you?
Oh yeah, I mean that's the thing is that, and I've done it myself. You can use Orcs in Space Hulk, and you can use Eldar in Space Hulk, which is part of the reason why I've just recently painted up some metal Eldar models, which I've been wanting to paint up for a long time, and finally got around to doing it. And yeah, you can use all the. It's the nice part about using the Space Hulk. The Space Hulk stuff means I've also got the beginnings of 2 40k armies as well, because there's so many gene stealers that it'd be really great to use that for a 40k in 40 minutes, 40k in 40 minutes forces. So I've got those as well, which is really nice.
Cool.
I've got some old school Space Marine scouts that I want to paint up, the ones with the Mohicans.
Yeah, I love those.
Oh, I love those as well. I think they're really, really nice. And I've got some of those to paint up. And because if you have a 40k in 40 minutes army, depending on, I think they mostly say you have to have one troop's choice. And so in the case of the Space Marines, it's nice to have the Terminators, but you use the Scouts as your troop choice.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I did see people playing Advanced Space Crusade at Bring Out Your Lead, which also had rules for using different races in the game, I believe, like Orcs and Eldar and that kind of thing. So
yeah, I think we're talking. Are we talking Advanced Space Crusade?
Yeah,
because I know that had, from what I know of it, it has extensive rules for using additional models and stuff. It's like it's such a rich, almost rich background book of stuff that you can do with Advanced Space Crusade.
Mm-hmm. So talking about your club visit with the chap you met there the other day playing Man of War.
Yeah.
Which fleet did you use today?
Well, what we did is we went for the box contents, which was the war galleys, and we just used those. And so he had Empire, and I chose Pirates. So we just used those to begin with, because I don't think he'd played in a little while, and I'd never played. So I thought, well, let's stick with the box contents, and that should. And it was great. It was really, really enjoyable. Really allowed to get my head around. I think probably the biggest thing you have to get your head around is how movement works, using the turning templates and things like that. And that's probably the bit of the game that I was kind of looking at, kind of going, all right, I kind of get how that works, but actually playing a game of that really allowed me to get my head around it properly.
Yeah.
Because how often have you played Man of War now?
Well, I've got to play a game recently with Nick, because I had Courtney's fleet here that I painted up for him on commission. So we played that. What's that, about a month ago? And that video's up there now, so you haven't seen it, guys. Please go watch it, because I think yeah, it's a really fun game, that one, with Chaos against Empire. But we try to get a game in at least once every few months, and I introduced it to Justin recently, and he really liked it. So we're even thinking about, because this coming weekend we've got a big games day here again with all the guys, because it'll be Nick's last game with us before he heads back to the UK. So we're playing a big game of Warhammer on the Saturday, and on Sunday it's still undecided, maybe board gaming like HeroQuest or something, or maybe Man of War. So we might get a chance to play it on the Sunday if we have time. But I like to break it out at least once every few months, mate, and have a go at it.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. The nice thing about it is that it's the kind of thing that you don't actually need that much stuff to play it, which I quite like that. And that's usually true of all the kind of specialist games, is that it's much more small scale gaming, and in a lot of ways I find that much more satisfying.
Yeah, you really only need, if you play, you can play it at 650 points, which I think is a really nice point level to use. 1,000 points is obviously the recommended point value, but I think 1,000 points gets a little bit too big to manage sometimes, because you've got a lot of ship templates and a lot of tokens and a lot of micromanaging ships each turn. So I think 650 points gives you like a wizard, and gives you like a shippable, like the bare bone sort of requirements you need to make a fleet, and you have a really good 3 hours of gaming.
That sounds really nice. That gives me a good idea of what you need, really.
Yeah.
But you don't actually, like you said, you don't really need that much stuff. So.
No, you don't. You need a lot of tokens, as you probably would have seen from his set. There's a lot of tokens. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's been said. It's like, you can see how cheap card components were back in the day. Part of the reason why they took a lot of the card out of the games, which is one of the reasons why, for example, Space Marine, when it became Epic 40,000, had a lot less card components to it, is because the card weighs a lot. So it made the game, the actual box games, weigh quite a lot with just having cardboard in it. So they decided to to lighten the load a bit by getting rid of all the card.
Right. That's a shame.
Yeah. I mean, certainly Epic Space Marine. I mean, it had tons of card buildings in it. I mean, the card buildings are absolutely a requirement, really, and it's great that you could get them all in that original game. But yeah.
So, what's your next game organised with the club then, mate? What are you going to play next time? Is it Space Hulk?
It's going to be Space Hulk. So that'll be nice. It'll be nice to be able to play that with fully painted models. And I think Kieran is getting ready to play a tournament that's coming up. So he's mostly like practicing. Doing some practice games for his 40k tournament that's coming up, but he wanted something that that I could teach him. So I'm going to be taking that along and use that as an opportunity to try and build some interest in the game. But I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be great. I mean, Space Hulk is one of these games that you can actually quite effectively play solo. And I've done that before, and it's really good fun. But I'm looking forward to actually playing against an actual opponent. Would be really nice.
Yeah, for sure, mate.
Yeah. But no, I think I'm really looking forward to Wednesday. It'll be really nice.
Cool. Yeah.
One thing that came up when I was listening to the Epic podcast with Jervis and Andy is that they were talking about the how in the original Adeptus Titanicus game you could custom build your own Titans. You could actually, you could start with a chassis and then add weapons to it and stuff. And one thing I am thinking of doing is trying to come up with some kind of, unless someone's already done this, is to actually try and come up with something similar that you could use in Space Marine, because a lot of the Warlord, the Warlord Titan is very much you spend 900 points and you've got to add all the weapons to it and all this kind of thing. But I'm thinking to myself, I might actually quite like a system where I could take Warlords with less weapons on it, so you could take more Warlords but just with less weapons on them. So I'm thinking about trying to work something out for that based on the original Adeptus Titanicus game.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But I'll have a think about that. See what I can come up with. I might write an article up for it or something. We could publish it in the magazine.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good, mate.
It'd be quite cool.
Now, does Kieran play Epic at all? Does he have an Epic army?
He's. I don't think he has, but once he gets his tournament out of the way, he certainly wants to play. So
good.
I said to him, well, what I can do is I can sort out some beginner games using effectively the forces that you would get in the original, with the original box contents, and use that and run a couple of games just sort of get things going, and then I think he'll really love it, because I just think it's a great game. Yeah,
because he likes 40k. Then I think that's a match made in heaven. And at Epic, if he's never played it or wants to try it,
I think so.
Yeah,
but there's another guy there who likes to play a lot of Blood Bowl. Now I've played a lot of Blood Bowl, but I might like to have the odd game, so I might pull together a team. So just paint some models up, just so I can have some one-off games of that.
Yep.
So, but we'll see. We'll see what we end up doing.
Yeah, good mate. Yeah, this is an active group now. That's great. That's really good for you. So
yeah, I think it's going to really boost things up. Have you played much Blood Bowl at all?
Well, I played it back in the 90s when I bought it when it came out. That was 3rd edition with the Death Zone expansion.
Yeah.
So, and I really enjoyed that at that time. We have played it since because Paul's collected. Well, he's bought a few teams. I actually got in the mail the other day, if I can find it. Yeah, my Skaven team. So I've got a Skaven team now.
Nice. Yeah.
So from my good friend David in the States. And I've got my Orc team and a Goblin team. And Paul's got pretty much all the other teams apart from Dark Elves, I think. So, and then every now and again on Sunday, it might be a nice time to break out Blood Bowl again. And because it's something you can play on 2 separate tables with a group of guys and knock that out through an afternoon. You know what I mean? Have a match in the afternoon. So I really enjoyed doing that every now and again. It's something I wouldn't play all the time.
Yes.
But it's something every now and again I wouldn't mind getting out and having a go at. You know what I mean? So, and putting like a little mini league together with the cup. You're playing for the one of the trophies at the end, kind of thing. Yeah.
That sounds really nice.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it, mate. Yeah.
I mean, I played a little bit of Blood Bowl back in the day, but I was always much more orientated towards 40k. So, but I did like it. It was good.
Yeah.
Are there any questions coming up at all, or is it a bit?
I don't know. I've sort of been ignoring the chat. Sorry, guys. I've been really trying to concentrate on getting some painting done. This is ample time or good time, I should say, to get some paint on some miniatures today. Sorry, guys. I need to get these stuff done. I've got a hell of a schedule coming up this month to get everything ready before I go to Australia. So, but I'll get to the chat in a minute, mate. If you see any questions, please feel free to shout them out or whatever.
How do I access the chat?
So just go to comments. It should be the very top button icon there on the side of your screen, and you see the comments scrolling down.
Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah. Just let me have a look.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's some. Let's have a look through. Oh yes, someone's just remembers Harlequin Space Hulk rules in the old journal. Oh yeah, Harlequin.
Right.
It would be really nice. Really, really nice that. Because a lot of stuff was published in the Citadel Journal that you could go through and get inspiration from. Really, that was quite a thing.
Yeah.
So look.
Well, I've got my flesh tones done, so I'm really happy about that. I've made the first step in getting some new orcs painted, which I'm sure a lot of people are really happy about. Oh, GM Cody's here. How you going, mate? And old Grumpy Wolf. So Lennon's here too. So that's good to see. yeah, again, thanks guys for popping into the chat. Appreciate that. Please send your love to Eavy for coming on today and give him some questions, give him something to talk about, some topics.
Oh, there you go. Oh, Grumpy Wolf's on. Hiya, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like Brody Chris has got something to say to you, mate.
Oh yeah, not a question, but wanted to say cheers, guys. It's been a good night. I'm painting epic bad moons, and it's a slog. Yes, I could. That sounds very familiar. Painting up all those little epic models.
Oh yes, of course. I think Brody Chris has been posting those up in our maybe community section. I don't know. I can't remember now. Can't remember if we did that or not. That might be someone else. That might have been the doppelganger guy. I can't remember his full name, but okay. Okay, well, actually, Eavy, I think I might wrap it up soon, mate, because I need to take out the trash and everything as well. And my wife and my son are just up now. It's almost 8 o'clock. I think we've done very well today. We've knocked out an hour and 40 minutes for our listeners. But it doesn't mean they have to end. We'll come back at another time and have another live chat, mate. So
absolutely,
thank you.
well, up for that, no problem at all.
Thank you for instigating this one, because you said, "What's happened to the live streams, Josh?" And so we're back again to do those again. So hopefully next week we can do another one, mate. Okay.
All right. Well, to say goodbye then. We'll see you.
Yeah. Well, thanks very much for coming on. It's good to see you looking well, mate. Looking a lot slimmer. So congratulations to you and your partner and your wife for doing that together. That's really nice of you. And I hope you enjoy your Space Hulk game with your friend. Is it Kieran?
Kieran. Yeah.
Okay, at the club.
One thing before I go, I'll give a shout out to the club. It's run in the basement of the Knighton and Clarendon Social Club, which is in Clarendon Park in Leicester. It's great. I'm just really impressed. So if anyone wants to come along, please come along.
All right, great. Okay, hope you guys can go down and see Eavy himself in person, have a game. That'd be really good. Take some photos and share it with us. It'd be lovely. Okay, Eavy, my friend, take care. Thank you very much. I'll catch you again later, and hopefully next week we'll have another Splatter Natter.
Fantastic.
Okay, mate.
All right. See you later.
All right. Good luck with you. Good luck painting your orcs, mate. Take care.
All right. Bye.